It is also not that cold, but it's probably going to get cold after the rainy Sunday it is today. And Mama's putting me on diet. Um, yes, usually we're out the door. We were running a little bit behind. Patty texted me last night late, and so I just talked to her for a little bit. It was hard to go to sleep. In the description of this video will be a GoFundMe that Patty has. And it hasn't had much donations over the past 5 months, but we're trying to kind of get it back alive again so that we can help her kind of not have to worry about living expenses for the remainder of while she's here. So, not asking anyone to contribute to it. If you feel led to do so, that's fine. If not, if you're unable to do that, we totally understand. But if you could share it on your social media, that would be greatly appreciated. We need to get it out there and share it out, and just kind of help her get through because she can't work anymore. So that was hard to go to sleep, and then oh boy, and all the trucks are out here today, and it's raining, and I'm going, oh, this is yeah, 2 trucks for now. I love it. Do you love what she's saying to me? 2 trucks for now. But do we not see the rainy? Ugh, I don't like this, but I have to deal with it, y'all. It's there's no trucks for now. But do we not see this rainy muck of a mess? And then she sits there and she goes, "Oh, and it's only 7 miles." And I'm like, "Don't do that." I don't know if you all can hear me better, but I got the mic going this morning. So I got the mic on me. So hopefully you can hear me. I figured out the little button on the side that says you're supposed to press this. And then when I tried to put it on and turn it on, it was flashing between red and green. I was like, well, what is it doing now? It was because I didn't have the jack all the way in the thing. So anyway, we're figuring it out. But hopefully you can hear me better and clearer. That's the point of it. Lovely Christmas gift. Um, but just tired. I'm wearing my disco bowls earrings today because it's the end of the year going to happen, and so we got to get the disco balls rocking and rolling, right? Um, so they're off to church this morning. We are going to church this morning. We go to church on Sunday when this body can do it. We do. So we usually always try to do a live stream on the way to church. It's a way of connection. Usually, what happens on Sunday is when, especially myself who deals with chronic fibromyalgia, goes home, I'm done for the day. So, this is the way we can connect with everybody. Hi, Crate, how are you? We can connect with everybody in the morning because we usually don't do a live in the afternoon or evening, but we will be doing it because it's part of our connection. Um, connection, Christmas connection still happening all the way through till January the 2nd. We're going to be talking tonight about, I want people to start changing, and I've never really liked it, New Year's resolutions, right? Yes, girl, gentle hugs. New Year's resolutions. I've never really liked that because I think it's really easy for people to set these. I'm going to do this, and it lasts for about a month, and then you're done. So I want us to start changing how we look at New Year's resolution and changing them to achievable, listen to that word, achievable goals. And I have some for myself that have to be flexible because of the fact that I'm dealing with a chronic illness. So we're going to be talking about achievable goals. And if there's goals you feel willing to share for 2025 in the description when we're talking about this, that's wonderful. You can do so, and we can use that. We can just help each other stay accountable. Um, we have certain goals that we would like to accomplish on this channel. So after the 2nd, which is Thursday, the weekend, I'm probably not going to go live. Um, just kind of take a breather for a little bit. But then you'll probably see me pop on Sunday. We're going to be working really hard over this next month to get things lined up so that they're consistent. Be on the lookout to Monday and Tuesday for, I know it's late and I know Thanksgiving is over with, but we want to do it before the end of the year. November's reflection quote, usually that's done on Saturday, and that will be done on a more regular basis. So it pops up on Saturday. But we're going to be doing the November quotes because we totally missed over those. And we're going to be doing that for December as well. So we'll release Thursday to get all caught up, or Monday. And then Tuesday we'll finish out strong with those quotes that need to get done for December. And then we'll start fresh and new and all updated for January. Yay, right? So consistency is my goal in 2025 too. So if there's certain goals that we can help each other be consistent about, and that's that's one of the things that maybe we can also talk about is how to be consistent when you're dealing with a chronic illness, because that does affect consistency. Last night I had the computer up and running, which we do have a fix for a temporary solution on the computer, because I know it's frustrating when we're doing a live and all of a sudden I just disappear. All things are possible. Crazy weather right now. We'll be praying for you for sure. This is our weather right now. It's supposed to be snowing, not raining. And we're in Ohio, so that's what our weather looks like right now. So, how do we deal with things and how do we deal with consistency when we're dealing with chronic illness? Okay. And that is something that's a good topic. And one of the things I'm going to start doing too is we're going to start brainstorming and maybe putting up a community post, maybe every certain, couple times, or, maybe once a month or something, and just having people start putting topics that they'd like to discuss. And I'm not saying I can discuss every topic because I may not be equipped to do that, but it can also, we can try as many as we feel like we can accomplish, as well as not only that, we can maybe put the word out there that if anybody has some expertise in whatever area that is, if they'd love to come on and talk about it, we'd be glad to have them do that. So we did find a kind of a temporary solution. Big horse trailer. We did find a temporary solution to the computer issue, which is just to get a computer that does nothing else but go on the computer and go on the internet. So that hopefully will solve the problem. It's still a $100 expense, but it's worth it for us to invest into you guys. So we are going to invest into you guys and do that so that we can have streams that don't just cut out on us, hopefully. So my husband researched and said, well, sometimes when StreamYard does that, it means what you're using doesn't have enough memory, which if that's the case, that's why it's doing what it's doing, because it's an old computer and the memory ain't so good in it. So we've got a solution temporarily. I don't post straight away. I have 3 videos ready to go if I can't film. I do fun quizzes through Canva. Well, that's a good idea. I think part of my problem is it is such a pain in the neck to turn on this computer and wait. And I mean, I could probably walk faster. Not that I can walk terribly fast, but I can walk faster from my bathroom or my bedroom to the kitchen than this computer can actually get on the internet and warm up and all this kind of stuff. So I think part of my problem is that I'm like, I don't want to turn this computer on. Hi, Tuber Chat. How are you? If you haven't checked out Tuber Chat, please check out Tuber Chat. Awesome channel. Awesome channel, and a great supporter of other channels, and we're so appreciative. Um, so I think that's part of my problem and part of my issue, is that I just don't want to turn the computer on, and it's such a struggle. So I think once that's resolved, then I think then it'll be easier. But I just need to hit the days when we can record, right? I need to hit those days, and I need to hit them running, and make sure I can't run. Figure of speech, right? Thank you. Um, I need to hit those days and do recording so that they're there. I learned that a lot this year. We already have our Advent journal done and ordered for 2025. We're going to start at Amazon storefront. We can do that now. That way, like, the book will be placed in the storefront, and then that way, you all, if you want to follow along with the book, can go get the book through Amazon and go right with us, along with us. One thing that is a goal of mine, and a kind of a lofty goal, I should say, is to actually do a devotion daily. I would always be, majority of the time, pre-recorded. Maybe we would come together once a month and kind of, go over some of the devotions and do a devotion live. But those kind of devotions would stay pre-recorded. Again, I don't want to, if people don't believe in that, I understand. We're respectful of that. And we don't want people to feel as if, we don't want to turn anybody away from what this channel is here for, which is peer support and connection. But we're also not going to hide our faith under a bushel either. But there is a book by Billy Graham, that would take us through the entire year, devotion book. So I'm considering doing that, and having those devotions. And the one thing about it is it would kind of tie into our Samaritan's Purse ministry goal, which we have now in the tradition of filling at least 2 shoeboxes, if not more, for next year. So it would fall right into line with that. Now we have a couple more days. If you do want to submit a cookie recipe, that's hashtag Blessed Cookie Connection 24. We will be uploading a couple last minute cookie recipes until the 2nd. That's in honor of my dad, Chuck. And then what we'll do is we'll do the form and update it so that we do a new form for 2025. And yes, you can send in your cookie recipes for the next couple of months, so that we can get them ready to go and have them done and all that kind of stuff. We'll do new shorts and everything. I think that there's some things I want to revamp about that and how we do it. I think I want to say if channels are going to submit a recipe, then they need to possibly also do a video, because they need to do a video on their channel. So I think that's one thing that I may change this year, is just say those channels, those people that have content, if they're going to submit a recipe, then they need to do a video, or they need to do a live stream, or they need to have me on talking about it, or something with that, because that was the one piece that needs to be filtered in, and it wasn't. I still want to include people that don't have content on their channel, which was the main purpose of making sure that everybody connected, whether you have content or not, and making sure that if you do submit a recipe, that those recipes are shared on other people's channels. So there are going to be some updates to that. It was a good run. I think people really enjoyed it. And I love the stories behind it, but it needs to go a little bit further, probably a little bit detail added next year. Definitely the thought of, if you're going to participate and have a short and you have content, you have to share, a couple of them on your community tab. So there's going to be some updates to that, but we're going to do hashtag Blessed Cookie Connection 25. and people can send their cookie recipe. Another thing we're going to do too is going to ask people that if you have a great recipe, go ahead and send it in. If channels have a great recipe and they would like to do a video, then they can do a video about the recipe and prepare it. But we can also do something. I don't know quite how that's going to look yet, but we're going to probably call it Recipe Connection or Blessed Recipe Connection and just start building that in 2025. And then those all year can start building. We can put them in some kind of cookbook every year. And again, do what we wanted to do with the cookie recipes, which we still could do, which is being able to take those and then be able to put them in our merch store, be able to have you all download them as a PDF, and then be able to allow you to be able to purchase them, and then those funds go into some kind of good cause. So um, we'll probably call that hashtag blessed recipe connection 25, and that can happen all year through. And I don't mind doing like we did with the cookie connection. We can start a Facebook group, and anybody that submits a recipe can go into that group, and then you're building more connection. It's all about the connection, guys. This is what this channel was founded on. This is what this channel is about. That's what we want to see moving forward, is making those strong connections. It's not going to fix everything. We know who fixes and fix everything, but we know who's a steadfast and steadfast person. It's Jesus, and we know that. But connection does help us get through this thing called life. It doesn't mean that we don't need to go running to the cross and running to Jesus and running to Him constantly. We do, but having that connection, being able to have people that can help you through this thing we call life, makes such a difference. And that's why we're doing this. So, remember, even though it's raining today in Ohio or wherever you are, if you're having not the greatest weather, today is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad it is. Amen, right? So I hope you all have a great day. See you tonight for Christmas Connection Day 25. Or not 25, my goodness, 29, or no, 29. Yeah, 29. I'm a little tired. I got my Elvis sized cup of coffee this morning. Um, I'm going to need it. So anyway, stay connected, everybody. It is so important. You have a great day. Remember to be proud of being yourself, because everyone else is taken. God made you for a plan and a purpose, and He loves you just the way you are. And remember, we got you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered, and we'll see you all later. Bye bye, everybody.